So we put our fried chicken in shoe boxes. And we put it on the bus even before we got on it. Because we wanted to make sure we was going to get fed on our way to getting our freedom. At the 1964 Democratic Convention in Atlantic City, New Jersey, you see all of them senators and congressmen sitting up in there. They wasn't seated legally there because we wasn't allowed to register to vote. So we're going to challenge them. And this is my story that I told in Atlantic City, New Jersey, at the Democratic Convention. Mr. Chairman and the Credentials Committee, my name is Fannie Hamer. And I live at 626 Lafayette Avenue, Ruleville, Mississippi, and 10 of us was traveling by Continental Trailway bus. Some of us workers wanted to get down off the bus to use the restroom, and some of them wanted to go in to eat in the restaurant. And then I looked up and I seen them being run out. And then I said, well, this is Mississippi. Then I saw some of the workers being arrested. And I got down off the bus to see what was going on, and I heard a frantic voice say, Miss Hamer, please, Miss Hamer, get back on the bus, Miss Hamer. And then I was arrested. They handcuffed me and they kicked me and they called me names I have never heard a human being called before. Then we were taken to a jail cell in Winona, Mississippi. We were placed in cells. I was placed in a cell with a Miss Uvesta Simpson, and not for long we could hear these licks and we could hear these screams. These licks and these screams went on and on and on. And then I could hear him say, can't you say yes, a nigga? Then I heard her praying and asking God to forgive them because they did not know what they were doing. And these licks and screams, they went on and on. And then when I looked up, I seen her come walking toward me, Miss Elnell Ponder. They looked like they had beat her eye clean out of her head, and her clothes was all ripped off, and as the blood trickled down her lips, I could hear her whisper the word, freedom, freedom. Then they came to my cell, and they said, what's your name, gal? And I said, my name is Fannie Lou Hamer. And they said, we're going to check that. And they came back and they said, yes, nigga, your name is Fannie Lou Hamer. And we're going to make you wish you were dead. So they took me out of that cell. And they put me in what they call the bullpen. And they got two young Negro boys that had been arrested the night before on vagrancy charges. They were about 18 years old. And by orders of that highway state patrolman, that first Negro boy had me lay face down on the car. And they gave that boy a baton about this big. And they said, beat him. And he looked down at the thing. And he said, you mean you want me to beat her with this? And they said, yes, because if you don't, you know what we'll do to you. And that first Negro boy, he beat me.